today's the day I find out if I have a brain aneurysm. Yay! Okay, procedure is over. I'm laying in bed for the next 2 hours. Hello there, I'm Jenna or Jenna Cat, and I create lifestyle vlogs here on YouTube with an emphasis on productivity, creativity, and self-care. Today is April 15th, 2025, which means it is tax day. Yeah, no, this video isn't about taxes, but it is tax day here in the US. But no, this video is a little update on my brain aneurysm. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going in to see a neurosurgeon for the very first time. I was diagnosed with my brain aneurysm on March 5th, 2025. I was able to make my neurosurgeon appointment on March 18th, 2025, which also happened to be my 31st birthday. And yeah, tomorrow's the day I finally meet with a neurosurgeon. So yeah, it took a little over a month to see a neurosurgeon after my brain aneurysm diagnosis, which is like a little stressful. The doctor who read my MRA results reassured me that because my aneurysm was small, it is at a very low risk of rupturing, but like also it's not impossible for a small aneurysm to rupture. Like there are stories of that happening. There are stories of 1 millimeter aneurysms rupturing. Like it is possible for small ones to rupture, but you know, I just like I had to wait. So yeah, tomorrow, my appointment is at 8:30. I have to be there at 8:15. It's about a 30-minute drive from my house, so I get to leave nice and early. And yeah, I am weirdly excited. I don't know if excited is the right word, but it kind of is, because I'm excited to get some answers, right? Like, I know I have this thing in my brain that's like not great. It's not great for this thing to be there. Like, my health is at a risk now because of it. And yeah, I'm excited to talk to an expert and find out like what he's gonna recommend for treatment, or if he's gonna recommend any treatment. Like, I don't know. And I love, this is so weird, but I love finding out more things about my body. Like, I like understanding my body on a deeper level. Anytime I go to the doctor, I'm like a little excited to be like, oh, what am I going to learn about my body today? I know that's probably really bizarre, but like I'm really passionate about keeping my body healthy and keeping it strong, and talking to a neurosurgeon about what to do about my brain is going to help keep my body healthy. I'm weirdly excited about it. So the way I see it is, I feel like there's going to be like 3 possible avenues that this neurosurgeon is going to recommend. Avenue number 1 would be to monitor and wait. Because it is so small, I can see him recommending I just get frequent MRAs to keep track of the size and make sure it doesn't grow. And if it does grow, then probably do something about it. But because I have a family history of ruptured aneurysms, there are 2 women in my family line that have had ruptured aneurysms. Because I have that family history, I am now at a higher risk of my own aneurysm rupturing, even though it's small. That history is there. So then part of me thinks he might not recommend the wait and see, because I have the history of ruptures in my genetics. So then option 2 that I could see happening is him recommending I get it coiled, which coiling is a minimally invasive procedure where they go in through the groin and essentially use the blood vessels to travel up to your brain and put like little copper coils in the aneurysm, which the aneurysm is like a balloon on your blood vessel. And so they shove a bunch of little coils in that balloon, and it helps, like, you know, fill up that space and makes it harder for blood to actually flow in and make the aneurysm bigger, and it helps the blood that's already in there clot. So that is an option I can see happening too. But I also have read, I've done a lot of research, and I've read that some aneurysms can't do the coil because of their size, their shape, their location. You know, there's like so many different factors that go into like that type of decision. So then the other option I can see, there are stents. I don't know a whole lot about stents, but I think stents essentially cover up the hole where the blood is flowing through, and so it essentially bypasses it. I know very little about stents. So stents is also an option. And then the big option 3 is like, or I guess that would be option 4 at that point. Option 4 that I could see potentially happening is my neurosurgeon recommending I get a craniotomy, which is like open brain surgery. That's where they open your skull, go into the brain, and put a clip on the aneurysm, the part that's like bulging out, and that stops blood flow from getting to it. Those are kind of the things that I foresee him potentially saying or suggesting. And I can't really predict which of those options he's going to give me, because every person's aneurysm is like so unique, and every situation is so unique, and like I think the care that you receive is so dependent on so many different factors that I do not know, because I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm not an expert in that field. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I guess I'll check in after my appointment at some point and let you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, so right, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye. My appointment with the neurosurgeon went really well. My mom came with me, and we started in the exam room where the doctor checked my vitals and also did a complete systems test of my body, checking for things like grip strength, balance, if I have any blind spots in either of my eyes, if I have any pain or muscle tenderness, and comparing my right side versus my left side. That was important too, was making sure that my right side and left side were operating under similar levels. He asked me a lot of questions about my health history, and once the exam portion of the meeting was over, it lasted probably about 10 to 15 minutes, we went across the hall into his office. There, he showed us my MRA and pointed out the spot on the scan that was suspected to be an aneurysm. Yes, suspected. So, what my neurosurgeon explained to us was that sometimes MRAs can pick up some weird-shaped blood vessels, but they aren't always necessarily brain aneurysms. Since this potential anomaly is so small, it's hard for him to deduce if it is indeed an aneurysm or not. So I have to go in for some more testing. And that's what I'm getting ready to do tomorrow. So it's actually been 2 months since I started this vlog, and I didn't post it because nothing really of import happened. I didn't have any answers or anything to really report back. So I was like, well, this vlog feels unfinished. So picking up back now with tomorrow is my diagnostic angiogram. So what that entails, pretty much, I go in, I check in tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. My procedure starts at 9:30 a.m. It is done by my neurosurgeon. And essentially they take me back to a procedure room where an x-ray will be. They give me mild sedatives, but they don't knock me out fully, which kind of sucks. So I have to be conscious, which I will talk about in just a moment why I have to be conscious. And then they have to go through my groin and they numb the area, insert the catheter that will travel up the blood vessels through my body up to my neck or brain. I think it stops around my neck. And then they insert the contrast dye. So that makes it so my blood vessels are very, very, very visible on the x-ray. Once they insert the contrast dye, I will be instructed to hold my breath at certain points so that they can take very still, clear images. And that's why I have to be conscious, because they have to be able to tell me to hold my breath. If I'm unconscious, I can't hold my breath for them. My neurosurgeon will be by my side the whole time. I will be monitored. After tomorrow, I will know for 100% certainty if I have a brain aneurysm or not. So for the last 2 months, I've been operating under the assumption of, I don't know, maybe it's there, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to figure all that out, which is exciting. I'm really excited to know for sure. And at first, I'd say like a month ago, I was kind of nervous about the diagnostic angiogram, but I've done a lot of research on it. Ton of research. I've watched some YouTube videos. There's actually some great YouTube videos about diagnostic angiograms. There's one in particular that I can link down below where they are filming this gal who is like studying to be a surgeon going through this procedure. So like she is like giving you firsthand account of like what it feels like, what she's experiencing, all that good stuff. And she has that background knowledge of being a medical professional. So she's able to explain, this is exactly what's happening to me right now. This is what it feels like. That video was like really cool to watch and just to like see a firsthand account of what this type of procedure is like. So that's tomorrow. And then afterwards I have to lay down for like 2 to 3 hours to make sure the bleeding stops, to make sure there's no complications or blood clots that can cause problems. So yeah, I'm gonna be at the hospital for majority of the day tomorrow. I stayed at my brother's house for a few reasons. Reason number 1 was the early check-in time and the hospital being in a part of Portland that makes it about an hour and a half from my house, while my brother, on the other hand, lives 15 minutes away from the hospital. Reason number 2 is that my pre-procedure instructions told me not to sleep with pets the day before my procedure. If you've watched any number of my videos, then you know I have extremely clingy cats, and that would have been impossible to do at my house. So a sibling sleepover it was. After I took my cleansing shower that night, I did my physical therapy exercises for my sciatica pain because I knew this was probably the last day for a while I'd feel well enough to do them. These exercises focus on bracing and strengthening my core while also strengthening my legs, especially the ones suffering from the sciatica pain. Today's the day I find out if I have a brain aneurysm. Yay! Oh, I'm so sleepy. I'm always so sleepy though. Alright, well, I gotta get up and take my special cleansing shower and get ready to go to the hospital. Alright, let's go. So this cleansing shower I keep mentioning is something I had to do every day for the 5 days leading up to my procedure. I had to use this special soap that I do not know how to pronounce, scrub it from my neck down with a clean washcloth, let it sit for 2 minutes, and then rinse. I had to especially do this the night before my procedure and the morning of to ensure my skin was as clean as possible. And yes, this soap did smell strong and terrible. Okay, procedure is over. I'm laying in bed for the next 2 hours, and they did find, oh, I'm gonna drop my phone. Wait, nope, still gonna drop it. Okay, there we go. They did find the aneurysm, the suspected aneurysm is now confirmed aneurysm. It is 1.9 by 1.9 millimeters. So smaller than what the MRA predicted, the MRA read. So it's not a super concern right now. We can monitor it. The options are to monitor it or eventually put a stent in. So I'll learn more about that later. Ooh, my blood pressure's going. Let me put that down. They're checking my blood pressure. Yeah, that's my update. Now I'm gonna figure out how to press the button to turn this off. That's my update. My neurosurgeon did come in almost immediately after my procedure, so right before I filmed that little update, to tell me the diagnosis and my potential options moving forward. During my 2-hour waiting period, my nurse checked on me and my incision site every 15 minutes, and I watched some Lost. Soon I started to get a really bad headache though, and switched to watching Wicked so I could close my eyes and just listen while I waited for approval from my neurosurgeon to have some Tylenol. Sitting still for 2 hours was killer, and it aggressively aggravated my sciatica pain in my low back. That was probably the most uncomfortable part during my recovery in the hospital. Once the 2 hours were up, I was able to sit up and eat, which was amazing. I hadn't eaten since 6 p.m. the night prior, and it is now around 1 p.m. the next day. So this roast beef sandwich tasted like the best thing I'd ever had. After sitting up, I was encouraged to stand and walk around, which was insanely painful. I'll talk in way more detail about that and the procedure as a whole in my next video, so stay tuned for that. But now it is time to finally go home. But first, your girl needs some Starbucks. My nurse, who was awesome by the way, wheeled me down and parked me at a table while my mom picked up my coffee, and then it was time to head to the car. My mom and her BFF did go with me to this procedure. Oh, yeah. Is that her car?
She's the black one.
Yeah. Chauffeur service.
Remember last day of school, Cheryl and all the kids would throw their paperwork out of the bus?
Oh, what? We never did that.
So, yeah, we did that.
I'm sure where it was okay.
No, that's perfect. Oh, Dahlia, chill out. As I reclined and watched TV, I basically had a cycle of cat nurses to purr on my lap. Padfoot being the one to spend the most time with me, obviously, because he is my needy little boy. I had people waiting on me hand and foot, but unfortunately, people can't pee for me, so I did have to walk to and from the bathroom. Oh, that sucks so much. Sitting on the toilet was the absolute worst part about the, bathroom experience. Sucks. Okay. Okay, it is 7:38 in the evening. I've been at home since 3 o'clock. Been chilling pretty much all evening. I'm in a lot of pain, quite a bit of pain actually. Not concerning amount of pain, but definitely in pain. Getting up sucks. Sitting on the toilet sucks. Laying down actually kind of sucks too. Sitting it sucks the most. Walking doesn't feel great, but it's also kind of nice to get movement in. My lower back was in a lot of pain, and I think that's probably partially because I do have my sciatica issues going on. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing okay. I had sushi and ramen for dinner, which was delicious. Just been watching kind of TV shows, but I'm getting kind of tired, so I'll probably go to bed soon. I mean, it is 7:30, and I usually go to bed around 10, so that's actually not quite too far off from bedtime. But yeah, the pain sucks quite a bit, and like even just now when I adjusted a smidge, it hurts. It hurt, yeah. Pain, it doesn't feel great, and I've taken a lot of Advil today. I've definitely taken quite a bit of Advil. Yeah, that's my little update. Hopefully I can get some sleep soon. Michael's going and getting chocolate because I was really craving chocolate, so he's getting some chocolate. And yeah, the pain sucks. Sucks more, I think, than my wisdom tooth removal. I mean, that sucked when it got infected. That pain definitely sucked, but I was on some pretty heavy painkillers for that. They didn't give me, can you believe they didn't give me any painkillers for this? This sucks. I was on heavy-duty painkillers for my wisdom tooth removal. I wish they gave me painkillers for this. That would have been nice. But yeah, alright. That's my little update.
See the expression on your face when you read it. How carefully you fold it up. Be sucked.
Alright, good morning. I slept surprisingly okay. I still woke up at like 5:30, 5:40, which sucks. I don't want to be on my work time sleep schedule, so that sucked that I still woke up like before 6. I was really hoping I'd sleep until like 7 or 8. That would have been wonderful. But yeah, it was hard to get comfortable at first because the incision site was still very sore, and I am a stomach sleeper, not a back sleeper. So it was hard to get comfortable, and finally I said, screw it, I'm sleeping on my stomach anyways. And yeah, I was really sore at first, but then I fell asleep, and now I'm awake, and I haven't gotten out of bed yet, but it has not hurt. It doesn't, I mean, it's like still a little tender, but it doesn't hurt like it did last night, so that's wonderful. So I'll probably get out of bed soon, eat some breakfast, wake up a bit, and then film a like pretty in-depth update about what the procedure was actually like everything I experienced, which I think will be really interesting because it is a pretty rare procedure. So I think it'll be very interesting to talk about everything that I experienced during that. Good morning, y'all, and see you in a little bit. Oh, fudge nuggets. Oh, fudge. Okay, a little sore still. Okay, a little sore still. I just want to grab my pants. I can't grab them. Got him. Got him. Let's see how walking does. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad now. He's still a little sore. Still a little tender, but it's not as bad as yesterday. What mug do I want to use? Let's do this one. Oh, how am I gonna sit down to eat breakfast? That sounds so painful. I'll figure it out. Botanical adrenal support. Okay. Okay. Alright, sounds good.
Or do you want, now that you're up, is that good, or do you want me to come over later?
No, I think that works. I'm about to eat breakfast now, so that's good. Ugh, sitting down sucks. Oh my god, Dahlia, hi. Sitting down is not my favorite thing. My low back still hurts a ton, and then it just like presses in the groin area. Yeah, sitting down's not my favorite, but I really want to eat breakfast, and I really don't want to do it half laying down, so God, wish me luck. Okay, one final update of how I've been doing and feeling. It is now Sunday. My procedure was on Friday, June 13th, so it's now Sunday. So I've been at home for the last 2 days, and I've been doing well. The pain is getting progressively less and less with each day, but there are still things that aggravate it. The morning of my second day, you just saw me walking around the kitchen and getting breakfast. Like, that was a little painful, but it was bearable. But then I was walking in the living room, and I had the cane with me. I was walking in the living room, and something just like, I don't know, something just like went off in my, like, in my groin area. Like, it just started, like, randomly suddenly hurting really bad. Not concerningly bad. I just like want to preface that it wasn't like an emergency, but it was like the pain all of a sudden like kicked on in an instant. Like, I was walking in the morning, and then boom, I was like, just kidding, no more walking for you. My mom had not yet arrived at the house, and my boyfriend was at work, so I just like stood in the living room for a full like 3 minutes in pain because I couldn't move. Like, I was like, I need to go sit down, but walking hurt so much, so I just kind of stood there until the pain subsided enough for me to move. Padfoot just left. Padfoot was sitting in my lap. I'm editing right now. I'm editing the vlog, and I realized I needed a little conclusion to the vlog because my big long explanation about how the procedure actually went is big and long.
That's what she said.
Unedited, it's about 40 minutes long, so edited, I'm hoping to get it down to like strictly 30 minutes. And this vlog is ending up being close to 30 minutes too, so that would have been an hour-long video if I lumped them together. So they're gonna be 2 separate videos, so I'm editing the vlog now. Need to like give it a conclusion. I'm healing well. Things are going well. The pain today, I have not, like, I was up to eat breakfast, and I'm about to eat second breakfast soon. Yeah, I eat 2 breakfasts. I eat my breakfast in halves so that I don't get super hungry and hangry before lunch. That's like just like a thing that I do. Anyways, the pain is getting better. I haven't walked around a whole bunch today. Walking is still pretty tender. Sleeping is still pretty tender. Sitting on the toilet is still pretty tender. So the pain is not gone. I have tomorrow off from work. Tomorrow's Monday. I was told that I would feel well enough to go into work on Monday, and I'm like, no thank you. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm so glad that I just took Monday off because I don't feel ready to go back to work tomorrow. I think I'll be ready to go back on Tuesday. I won't want to because I never want to go to work, but I think I'll be ready to go back on Tuesday if the pain is progressively getting better with each day. If the pain kind of sticks at like this like current level, then I probably won't want to go to work on Tuesday either. I need a shower. I haven't showered since Friday morning because I don't want to take the bandage off the incision site. They said to leave it on for 48 to 72 hours, and they were going to give me new bandage to rebandage it, but totally forgot to give me that. Like, things happen. I'm not mad about it. I probably could take a shower and the bandage would stay because the bandage is secured with, like, if you've ever gotten a tattoo, it's secured with essentially a second skin, which if you've not gotten a tattoo, that probably sounds really gross. It's not actually skin, it's just a clear film, sticky film you put over a wound to like seal the gauze or whatever in place and to keep any like germs from getting in and getting infected. So that's how the incision site is bandaged. It has gauze and then that like second skin. I'm not gonna show a picture because it is my groin. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet. My hair is like a hot mess because I have not showered, but I'm hoping to shower today. And I think because the paper says to leave it on for 48 to 72 hours. So that would be either today or tomorrow. If I shower today and the bandage like doesn't come off in the water, then I think I will keep it on until tomorrow. Just because like it still hurts quite a bit. So I'd rather keep it secure and closed and bandaged up. But yeah, so that's like how it's going. So I have the cane and the walker, which I use to like navigate around the house. The walker is amazing. I love the walker. It is very easy to use and it wheels super easily and it like folds in half. So if I like have a part of my house that's really narrow, I can just like fold it up real quick, squeeze through the narrow bit, and then plop it back down. It has a seat on it if I needed to sit on it. I haven't sat on it yet actually because sitting sucks. Like the only way I can really sit is if I'm leaning back like in this recliner. I do sit to eat because I hate trying to eat while leaning back. It's not fun and very messy. So I do sit to eat, and I do sit to obviously use the toilet. That like does suck to do that. And then the cats have just been cycling through my lap, giving me cuddles, and I've tried to give Dahlia some pets and attention, but she's way too energetic to be around for long because I'm afraid she's gonna jump up and hit the incision site. So I feel bad. I can't spend as much time with her, but she'll live. She'll freaking live. Yeah, and Michael's at work again today. My mom is not probably gonna come by, which is fine. I'm doing fine today. So anyways, if you are interested to hear about every step of the process of my procedure, my next video is going super duper in depth of everything and like talking about my anxiety levels, which were none, and the pain levels, which was quite a bit. If you're interested about that, definitely subscribe, stick around. If you know someone that's gonna go through this procedure, or if you are gonna go through this procedure, like this definitely could be a very useful video because I was conscious through the whole thing. So I tried to be as detailed as possible in my explanation of what went down and the pain and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a lovely day and stick around if you want to see that update.